It's about commitment, healing, honor, respect. This is Barber Life. Cutting hair, I like it. Barbershop, I like it. Change your life, I like it. Conversate, I like it.
That camera up there.
Look at that camera.
Yeah. In between me. Yeah. So peace. We here with Conscious Heads, Barber and Boot Camp, making the necessary adjustments. And the boot camp is not just what we do with the trainings that I do for the young people, but the boot camp is always going on because we always learning. We always in the boot camp. You know, we should always be in the boot camp because the day we don't, we cease to exist. So we always trying to elevate, take it to a whole nother level. Man, I'm excited today. And I've been trying to do this for a while to get with my good brother here. Man, let me tell you, because we came up together. Like we came up around the same neighborhood and he was the barber. I mean, so it's really exciting for me to get with him to tell his story because and I've been calling him over and over again, like, hey man, let's do this. But I'm really just getting started. It's like maybe our fifth interview that we actually doing. But I had to get my boy in, and y'all gonna see why, because this brother has so much to offer the barbering community, but the world in general, not just as a barber, but an entrepreneur. And man, I've just gotta say, man, I'm just honestly, I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud. You know what I'm saying? You like you've been a role model in this community. You know, I'm and I'm not just saying it, saying it because we on the show. I'm saying you've been a role model for most people because most people around our neighborhood, you know, a lot of people, I mean, you know, may be successful, but there's a lot of people who got into drugs, got on drugs, selling drugs, may have been murdered or killed or whatever. But you know, we come up around East Baltimore, so that's the narrative, that's the story. But this brother right here. So look, I want to do this backwards. So let's start like this. So let's start from now. We're gonna go back and we're gonna go back into the story. So you started. I mean, well, let's go now. So now, where are you at? And I don't want to go. I'm not going into you financially or whatever, right? Financial, like like I know that this brother he owns some homes. You know, he owns a barbershop. He has a boat. You know, brother's a pirate. He say, you know, but you know, and let me just go back a little bit and introduce the name. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Dow or Antoine Styles. You know what I'm saying? That's who it is. We call him Cincinnati around the way. We call him Cincinnati or Natty around the way. You know what I mean? But Antoine Styles is here with us. And you know, so let's start backwards. Let's start like I said, you got a boat. Right now? Yeah, you have a boat, you got properties, you got I mean, and just lay it out for the people because I know I don't have all the stuff that you do and what you have. So just lay it out, bro.
Well, you know, first of all, you know, I do own some properties. I've been in the real estate for 15 years now. So being in West Baltimore, I've been able to acquire some properties. I have 7 properties, and I'm looking at another one. And I was able to do this through barbering, you know, through the trade of barbering. And a lot of people wonder, how did you do it? Discipline. At the end of the day, discipline. You know, people don't realize in order to look good, you might have to look bad for a while. And I was never afraid to look bad, you know. So, you know, that's how I acquired properties, you know, saving my money.
Saving your money, you know, and you also have, like you said, I mean, talk about the, you know what I mean? About the book. We're gonna go back. We're gonna come back and talk. Also, I just want to lay out the basis of who we actually talking to, because the whole thing is we want to talk about people who are very successful in the trade of barbering. Like this brother took barbering to the full extent of saving his money, putting his money to use, saving it up, buying a boat, buying properties, buying cars up, you know, buying them up front, you know what I mean, doing many of the things that he's done. I mean, he's renovated homes, like he's done it.
No loan from any bank or any institution.
Hold up. So all of this you've done, you've never done it with a loan.
Liquid. You know what I mean? Liquid. I'm self-made. That's the word. Man. You know what I mean? And this year I'm gonna start embracing you know, some of my success. I mean, you know, they say people need to be humble. You know, look up the word humble in the dictionary. And it's not, you know what I mean? I mean to think less of yourself. I'm done with that. You know what I mean? I put in a lot of work over the years. I've been in the neighborhood for 30 plus years. I've helped a lot of people. I've had some people who were homeless, You know what I mean? And I did affordable housing, put people, rooms, apartments, and done things like that. To help a lot of people in the neighborhood. We had the Avenue Bears on Pennsylvania Avenue. I would buy their uniforms every year. You know what I mean? Wasn't a tax write off. I would just do it. You know what I mean? Because you can't just be in the neighborhood just taking. You know what I mean? You got to give something back. Or people gonna, treat you different. Also, right now I'm renting my grocery store to some Nigerians. It's cool. For years,
Grocery store.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's another thing. Brother had a grocery store, and he still has one that he's renting.
Yeah, I'm renting it out, and also two other commercial spaces, an insurance company, and a salon. My daughter's renting a salon from me. So you know what I mean. Yes, I make my daughter pay. Not much, but she do pay.
No, you gotta pay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember my dad, but my dad was definitely. I learned a lot of this from my dad because he had me paying rent when I was in high school.
Yeah.
Wasn't much. It was $25 a week, but
yeah.
you know what? I was cutting hair in the basement,
Yeah.
but I had to make sure I give him it's $25.
Mm-hmm.
Also with the boat tours, this is my second boat. I decided to make some money with it. You know what I mean? And let black folks be on the water and relaxing like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just only get one shot at life. There's no rewind button with this. You know what I mean? So we're going to try to, live the best way we can without being, what's the word I'm going to use? I'm frugal. You know what I mean? Some people say I'm cheap. Frugal and cheap is two different things. I would not be able to do half the things I'm doing if I wasn't frugal. Another thing, I would tell people don't do things that'll hurt them financially. We do a lot of things that hurt us.
Right.
We know we can't handle it, but we do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So if I were to say, I mean, without getting into your pockets, a roundabout, just a roundabout. You ain't got a year. And the only reason I'm saying this because I tell people how much money they can make as a barber in a year. Because what happens is people contact me and say, "Hey, look, Jabari, man, I want my son or daughter to get into the trade so they can have something to fall back on, blah blah blah." And so oftentimes I say, "Well, look, they don't got to fall back on it. They can fall forward into the trade and actually make a lot of money." You know what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm saying that to you and I ask barbers like around about how much, because I want people to know around about what you can make in this field of barbering.
Oh gosh, let me see. Well over 100K, easy, but you have to be dedicated. You know what I mean? I've always been pretty reasonable with my price. This year I started to go up, and everybody like, "You're going up, ain't going up."
Right.
You know what I mean? I said no, but I'm doing well.
Right.
The thing is, people want the money, but they don't want to work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I spent my hours. I just recently started cutting my hours.
Right.
Also, everybody know I cut fast. Some people gonna like it, some people not. If you don't like it, I'm not the barber for you. It's simple. You know what I mean? It's simple stuff.
I mean, and that's what we tell people. Like when you get into this field, you got to find out what your lane is. You could be a slow barber and charge more money. You know what I mean? Some people like that. Some people want you to take your time and do every little follicle. You know what I'm saying? Of the hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then some people they want to. Hey, look, I want to get in and out. You know what I'm saying? But you got to find out what clientele you're looking for. What kind of barber you're going to be. And so I oftentimes tell this brother, you know what I'm saying, because this brother cuts fast. You know what I'm saying? He gets you in and out very quick. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me stop you here because I want to go back because we going. Actually, I wanted to get into this a little later. I just wanted to start a little bit ahead because I wanted people to know how successful you actually were. You know, so you somewhere in between that 100 and 100K somewhere in there, and I'm just saying that to state that because some people's stuff is out in the public, you know what I'm saying? Like you can look them up how much they worth and whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? But with barbers, you know what I'm saying? We just
with barbers, we don't have to tell everything, but at the same time, I'm eating. You know what I mean? But the thing, like I said, if you gotta have some balance and you do have to give a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because that comes right back. I sometimes I wonder how, why do I have such good luck sometimes?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do my part and the universe gives it back. And I'm not a religious guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm spiritual. I do believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me studying African spirituality, but that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
When you give, things come back. You know what I mean? I've helped a lot of people. I've been burnt by a lot of people. I got people who owe me money right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I said, okay, maybe it was just for them to get through whatever they had to get through, but also know, once that you broke that straw, that's pretty much it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Well, a lot of times I tell people you know, man, we've been talking. This has been our big lingo. It's the difference between a barber and a hair cutter. You know what I'm
Yes, it
saying?
is. It
A
is.
hair cutter puts hair on the floor. They cut hair, they spray stuff, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they chasing that money, they charge $50, $100 a head, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They ain't got no license, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And don't really respect the craft of barbering. You know what I'm saying? When we
Yeah.
say if you're a barber, it's about the community, it's about being involved, it's about
Involved.
giving back. There's a social aspect, there's a
Mhm.
licensing aspect, because you're supposed to know what's in that book. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so what we've been trying to do is bring respect back to the craft,
And
and not using barbering as something that you just get over on.
yeah, get
I'm
that, get
I'm
over.
getting over, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm getting over this. I ain't filing my taxes. I ain't doing this. I
Yeah.
ain't getting a
Yes.
license. No, because you gotta each one teach one. You gotta be able to teach people
Very
this
true.
craft. You know what I'm saying? Once you get, I mean, if you can't teach people this, you know what I mean, what you doing, like, then what we doing?
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm
It's
saying? You
like
gotta, if you can't give back, then what we doing? Because that's what our ancestors did,
it's true talk.
you know.
True talk. Yeah. So it's like even like I have my two boys, Ramir and Nasir. Ramir, my oldest one, is I'm teaching him how to cut. You know what I mean? I'm also teaching them about money early. You
That's
know
right,
what I
that's
mean?
right.
Because like I said this before in another interview, nobody spend money like black folks. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I
No
mean? We
doubt.
we definitely got to have financial discipline
Yeah.
along with self love. Because
Yeah.
I had people say, "Oh, you worship money." I said, "No, you can't do anything without it."
Yeah.
This profession has taken me all over the world. I've been to Russia,
Yes, you have.
Greece,
Yes, you have.
Japan. I mean,
Yeah.
God, you
Every
London,
time you
England.
look on Facebook,
God,
this brother is
Cuba,
gone somewhere else. Yeah.
back to back Cuba. I mean, like you only get, like I said, one shot at life, and I'm not gone long.
Yeah.
I do my little 4 days. I've done. Let me see. Craziest thing I've done was 4 days in Japan.
Yeah.
4. You know what I mean? Russia, 2 days. You don't have to be anywhere long. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, if you just manage your money well, and don't do anything that's gonna hurt you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we
Right.
do that all the
Right.
time. People say, "Oh, you have like nice cars, but they ain't new." I own them.
Right. Right.
They
Right.
mine.
Yeah.
I own them.
What's
You know
better
what?
than
I
that?
own them. Like
What's
ain't
better?
nobody's coming to snatch anything.
What's better than that? What's better than
You
that?
know?
So look, let's go back, because we all the way out in front, which is cool. But let's go back again. I said we come up around the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
What we call the valley.
The valley. Oh God.
Yeah, we call
The valley's legendary.
we call it valley. Now look, so we start off, man, and me and Natty, we would hang, you know what I mean? Like we
Yes,
would
we did.
hang.
We did good
Natty
time.
had the house, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You know,
yes, we
a
did.
lot of times his father wouldn't be there, you know, at
Dad would be-
certain times, and Natty had to
Dad
pass,
was a
and you know what I'm saying?
musician.
Like, yeah. So he would
He'll be gone. So
and Natty, you mind if I come over and
come over.
Let me yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes,
So
we
he
had,
had to
we had a good
so
time.
but a lot of times when we were going to school, and we went to
Mhm.
Patterson High School. Both
Yes.
of us went to Patterson High School,
Uh-huh.
and both was barbers, but I wasn't a barber like this guy was doing. So when he started, he had a barber shop in his basement. Is what he
Yes.
started. So everybody around the neighborhood would go to Natty. I had moved away from around there, so I would cut people around my neighborhood small,
Mhm.
nothing like Natty was doing. He really
Yeah,
had an operation going
I
on.
had an operation
He had
going
an
on.
operation going on in the basement. So, but
I had to come up with that rent.
yeah,
I
Pops was charging them
had to
rent.
come up with that rent. I was only charging $5 a head, so I had to make enough for me to do what I needed to do and make sure he got his $25 a week.
Yeah, you had to handle your business, man.
Yeah, I mean, so
Now, what I could say about Natty was that while a lot of us had like all of the name brand stuff and different
yes,
things
Lord.
like that, you know what I mean? Natty a lot of times wouldn't have all of the name brand stuff.
Nah,
And
I wanted it.
wanted
it.
okay, because it seemed like he didn't care about it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we'd be there like, Natty would just have some basic shoes and stuff, but he always dressed real nice. He
Yeah.
always dressed real nice. Always was still
Mhm.
well groomed. You know
Yeah,
what
my
I'm saying?
dad would have me in suits and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm not wearing it. He said, look, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being raised by an older guy is different. You learn a
Yeah.
lot of different things. The best thing my mom did for me was send me to him. Because y'all don't know this, I was off the hook.
Oh, you for real?
Yo, why you think she sent me to him? You know what I mean? That's what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I said, what is this structure?
Right,
you know what I mean?
right. Oh, you like Boys in the Hood going to live with
Man, I don't, if she hadn't have done that, I don't think we would be talking right now. No bull crap. I don't know what he had to get this together.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I was definitely in Cincinnati doing what I wanted to do. But yeah, I got kicked out of school for the arts. I was doing a lot of crazy. I went to school for the arts in Cincinnati, got kicked out, doing some crazy dumb stuff. Because I was young.
Yeah.
I ain't no guidance.
Yeah.
My mom said, okay, all right, I got something for you. Then I went to Weston Hills High School in Cincinnati, got kicked out of there.